Mr. Secretary, in your testimony, you discussed how the 2 decades since 9/11, the homeland threat picture has shifted dramatically from foreign terrorists to domestic terrorists, and particularly racially motivated violent extremists who present the most lethal threat to the homeland. What is your current assessment of the domestic terrorism threat to our country?
Mr. Chairman, it is our assessment that domestic violent extremism poses the greatest terrorism-related threat to our homeland. And we have taken a number of steps in the Department of Homeland Security to meet this consequential challenge. First, our Office of Intelligence and Analysis created a separate section in its office to focus on this particular threat stream. Second, we have disseminated an unprecedented number of intelligence and information products to state and local law enforcement so that they are equipped to recognize and address the challenge in their respective jurisdictions. We also created the Center for Prevention Programs and Partnership, we call it CP3, to equip and resource communities to recognize and address the challenge within their boundaries. We believe that empowerment of local communities and state and local law enforcement is the best vehicle to address this challenge today.
Thank you. Recently, a number of historically black colleges and universities, as well as religious institutions, receive threats. What is the department doing to address this type domestic violence, extremism in America?
Mr. Chairman, a few weeks ago, I had a meeting with presidents of historically black colleges and universities, and a few weeks ago, I met with faith-based institutions in Detroit, Michigan, to hear from them with respect to the resources they need, the challenges they confront, how they can make their respective institutions welcoming at the same time as secure. And one of the key takeaways was, again, the need for increased funding through the Nonprofit Security Grant Program, which this committee has historically supported, and we are appreciative of that, and to make sure that those grant dollars, those critical grant dollars, are accessible to all, even those that might not have the resources or infrastructure to otherwise access our programs. And equality of access and ease of access are core principles of ours, and we are working to strengthen our operations in that regard.
Thank you. Now, the department is charged with securing the homeland, not just the border. You've released 12 priorities across DHS's mission space to guide your strategic focus through 2022. Can you please share with the committee the highlights of these priorities and how they will advance the department's critical mission?
Mr. Chairman, we set out, I published 12 priorities for the department. I did so in March of this year. 6 of the priorities are focused on advancement of the organization as an institution, and 6 are mission specific. I can give some examples of the critical priorities. Increase the integration and effectiveness of the department as an organization. Harness technology. Ensure that we are not only espousing but critically implementing the core principles of diversity, equity, inclusion, and opportunity throughout our workforce, including at all levels of leadership.